goodness, what is this? Oh,
Little summer drink.
Oh, wow. You must think we have time. Oh, baby.
Hi everyone, welcome to
Southern Sassy.
and we have a great show planned for you today
We're going to talk about your biggest pet peeves, what to do about them,
and how to get rid of them.
and how birth order affects them.
Yeah, it really does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, so you stay with us. We'll be right back today on.
Southern Sassy.
Well, hi everyone, welcome back to Southern.
Sassy.
And hey, we do have a great show planned for you. Hey, do you have pet peeves that maybe you want to tell people about or maybe not tell anyone about? I have a list. How about you?
Yeah, but I don't want to say them out loud.
Why? That's what it's about.
Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends on who it is and what the pet peeve is.
Yeah.
What's your biggest one?
Oh, I have a list of pet
Oh,
peeves.
okay. Well, go ahead, Judy. I will let you start.
No, well, seriously, I guess my biggest pet peeve is people interrupting when someone else is talking. Like someone's trying to tell a story and everyone's listening to their story and then someone just can't wait and they just jump into the conversation.
Do they finish a story or start a different topic?
A different topic.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not even listening to the conversation. They just want to talk about what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
That kind of gets to
What
me.
do you do?
Well, I mean, I don't do it, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know
maybe
how
somebody
people,
does it.
Well, yeah, it's not a lot you can do about it. I don't think. I think that may be one you can't get rid of, but that bothers me. How about you?
Yeah. On time. People that aren't
On
on
time?
time. Yeah, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
Just me.
Well, here's another pet peeve. I hate getting mail and things in the mail that I don't even. I mean, it's junk mail.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even look at it. Why waste your time sending stuff in the mail? Honestly,
An email.
I hate it.
Do you get all that
Junk.
like spam and stuff like that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But you know what? It's kind of hard to prevent that because, you know, when you buy things on the internet or whatever, if you do
But you
anything.
can unsubscribe a lot of them if you scroll all the way down.
Oh, you can?
Mhm.
Oh,
You
I
can
didn't know that.
unsubscribe. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've unsubscribed to this one place 8 times.
Really?
Yeah, and it
So
didn't matter.
It's not working?
No,
No.
no.
How about people eating with... How about people eating with their mouth open? Like mouth noise. Don't you hate
You
that?
don't like this-
Or chewing gum.
Oh, smacking.
Smacking.
I do that.
Smacking chewing
I do that. My husband won't let me chew chewing gum because I do that.
Just smack.
I know. I know, but it makes this great sound. If you're going to chew it, may as well enjoy it.
Oh, here's another one. I don't like this one either. Negative outlook on life. Like, you know, you're really excited and you're going to go tell someone about this great news or whatever, and then they just kind of like burst your bubble.
Yeah. Some people aren't happy unless they can complain, though.
Yeah. I guess that comes into personality, kind of what we're going to be talking about on another segment. But
Yeah, and some people just, that makes them happy to complain.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just
Yeah.
does. I'm
Yeah.
not a complainer much, I don't think.
yeah.
My husband will disagree with you. I don't think I'm a complainer, personally.
All right. Okay, here's another one too. How about coughing without covering your mouth?
Oh, gross.
I mean,
Gross.
really, you get on
Ugh.
planes or you get in restaurants, wherever, people just,
No.
you know,
no,
don't
that's
even
not
try
good.
to cover their mouth. That's bad.
That's rude.
So you see, I have
Yeah,
a long
that's-
list.
Boy, you do
here.
have a long list.
How about this one? People parking in 2 spaces, like, you know.
Don't you want to just go key their car when they do that? Like, your car's not more important than mine.
Yeah.
Do you park in
no,
2
I don't want to key someone's car.
No, but I mean, I'm not going to. I'm just saying.
if your car's keyed.
But no, it's just like, I'm better than you. I get 2 parking places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just aggravates me. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like.
but you key their car, they won't do it again.
Well, then they got
get
a
rid
camera
of
out
it.
there, yeah. But you know, then there's a side of etiquette. It's kind of like it kind of goes in with the etiquette part, like be respectful
Yeah.
of the other person, you know, even though you don't know them. You know, of their space. So why would you take up 2 parking places? You know, when
I
you only
agree.
need 1, and make
I
this
agree.
poor little lady walk a long way. It's not necessary.
That's like people parking in handicapped spaces that aren't handicapped.
That's a bad one too.
I know. That's really bad.
Yep. What about, okay, here's a good one. This bothers me too. You know, if I'm at the grocery store and I have maybe 2 or 3 items in hand, but then the buggy behind me or the buggy in front of me rushes up there and like he or she has a whole buggy full of stuff. And I'm just there with like 2 or 3 items. would you not just say, hey, honey, would you like to go before me? I do that. I do that to people. Do you?
Yeah, I let them go before me. Yeah.
But why? Why do people do that?
I don't know. Well, because you could actually go to the serve yourself line.
Yeah, well, I guess I could, but then
But sometimes you just don't want to.
Well, then you gotta scan that and bag it, and scan that and bag it. You know,
Princess. Oh,
like
what
that.
a princess.
Hey, here's another one too. I don't like to go. This wasn't even on my list. I don't like to go to restaurants that I've got to get up and get up and do all this stuff.
Clean up your own table.
Yeah, I don't. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, if you're going out to eat, yeah, that doesn't count as out to eat. But sometimes if you're in a hurry,
yeah,
you ain't got to wait on your ticket and all that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then cutting in line. You know, this happened a while back.
As a grown-up?
Yes.
I've never heard that with grown-ups.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like kids, you know, you hear about all the time cutting in line for the bathroom. Really?
No, yeah, it happens. It happened not long ago. Hey, here's another one. Bullying.
Yeah.
Do you know that there is adult bullying?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Facebook.
Yeah, but you know, you don't think of that being a bullying problem as an adult, but
I know. Unfortunately, social media is good and not so good.
yeah, but I mean, bullying can be like face-to-face bullying with adults. I can tell you haven't experienced that.
No.
It happens.
I'm not in favor of that.
Well, I'm not in favor of it, but it does happen.
I don't like bullying.
It does happen.
No, why would a grown-up do that, though? What would be their point? To make themselves feel better?
I think it's just maybe
self-esteem issues?
Yes, yeah. But you know, a lot of these things, some of the things do come from your, I'm going to get into the other subject, so I have to be careful, but it does come from childhood. A lot of stuff, the way you are, your personality does come from childhood. So, oh well, think about that one. We have to take a break.
Okay.
We'll
be back with etiquette and how to get rid of some and more pet peeves.
Maybe some more positive thoughts.
Yeah, I'll talk next.
All right. We'll be back with you again here on Southern
Sassy. Hey guys, welcome back to Southern Sassy. We're talking about pet peeves today. And Judy has gone through a list in the first half.
Yes, I have. I still have a few more left, but I'm going to let you do.
I want to add a few.
Okay.
And one of mine is...
I didn't think you had any.
I got a few. I mean, just little
bitty things.
RSVP into a party, people that don't know or won't RSVP. If you put RSVP on an invitation, aren't you supposed to call and say yes or no, I'll be there? How many people do that?
Well, I try to RSVP.
Right. How soon do you do it?
By the time before, I mean, pretty
Before
quickly.
it says,
Pretty
okay.
quickly. I try to be considerate.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
And that's a shame because the person that's invited you, that's throwing the party, is making the preparations, trying to get food and everything planned. And it's just courteous to respond, and when you don't, it's just being rude.
Well, then too, they plan on the food amount and all that stuff, and then when they've got 30 extra people coming that they didn't know, well, you know, you didn't RSVP. I would think RSVP almost means if they're not coming, if they do not respond, don't you think? Would you think that?
You could put, some people put on their regrets only.
Yeah.
But then they may or may not show up, or they may or may not respond. So I think it's rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
You know, and it's like sending a wedding invitation.
Oh my goodness.
To people you hardly know. How many of those have you got? I mean, you get wedding invitations or graduation invitations.
Graduation was mine. I was
to people you hardly know.
No, like people you don't even
know.
I had a few of those. I'm like, I don't know this person.
I'll say, we've got a couple in the mail, and it turns out they knew my husband through something.
Well,
I just didn't know him, and that's different.
a little bit different, yeah.
But what do you do? Do you send them a present?
Well, I don't know them, and I don't know where to send it if I did. I mean, you know.
Etiquette says if you get a wedding invitation sent to you, even if you don't know them, you're supposed to send a gift.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if you don't know them?
Even if you don't know them, because you have been included as part of the wedding party,
I didn't know that.
and it's expected. Now, graduation, they said just a card, because that's like an achievement, and sometimes it's an announcement and not necessarily an invitation to come to graduation, because tickets to that kind of thing are limited. But you can just send a card, just congratulations on graduating, and acknowledge, because it's an accomplishment.
Yeah, well,
So-
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So, I mean, that makes sense, but still, to get it from people you don't hardly know.
Yeah, that's one of my big pet peeves.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But now my biggest one.
What is your biggest one?
It's not being on time. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah. Not being on time, yeah.
I know. I don't like people not being on time. It's just, I just feel like you're disrespecting other people if you show up late because you've made them sit there for 30 minutes and wait on you. And then you get there and, it just seems like, you're better than everybody else. Again, like with the parking thing. I'm more important. And so I'm just going to come when I can and y'all can wait on me. And,
is that kind of like being late for a party? Or how do you feel about that?
yeah, being late for a party because someone has invited you to a party at 7, and if you come at 8 o'clock, I mean, that's an hour into the party. They either did or didn't wait on you. The party's going on. There's food there. There's drinks, whatever they plan to do. And instead of the party being about someone else they're celebrating, it becomes about you.
Yeah.
If you're late.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know, the term fashionable,
Fashionably late. No
Doesn't
such
really-
thing.
No, but you hear, I mean, we grew up kind of like, oh, they're just fashionably late and it wasn't a big deal. But, I guess when you get older, you kind of have those pet
Well,
peeves.
I think just being more considerate of other people's. Most of mine boil down to people being inconsiderate and rude.
Yep.
I mean, what happened to common courtesy? We all grew up with common courtesy.
Yeah, we did because we're Southern sassy. We grew up in the South, which means, better not say that. So, I mean, a lot of people, it's not just the South, but lots of people have nice Southern etiquette.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you should just care about other people.
Yeah, care about other people.
That's just me.
You know what I find very disrespectful as well? Like, have you ever pulled up at maybe a red light and your car begins to shake? And you don't know why, and then you look over next to you, and then there's this car. It's got the music so loud, and
Actually,
and your
it happened to me
car's
today.
really, and your car's beginning to shake. It's
It
like,
did.
really?
It did. I had my windows down, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I was sitting at the red light on Walnut. It did. It was
It's
shaking.
crazy. Really? That happened today?
Yeah, it really did.
What'd you do?
I just rolled my
Did you-
windows up and cut my own music on, but yeah. It was loud. It was a pretty day. I
my
mean, can't blame
goodness.
them, but
Oh
it
my
was
goodness.
loud.
Hey, how about? Oh, I'm taking over yours. Sorry.
you go right
Wait.
ahead. No.
What about? I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. Have you ever been around someone that you haven't been around in a long time, and in 2 minutes they tell you everything they've been doing, and wherever place they've gone, and you hadn't seen them in like 10, 15 years, but all of a sudden, it's not like, how are you doing? I mean, it's all about, let me tell you about me. Let me tell you what I've been doing. Let me tell you all about me. Did you hear that?
Mm-mm. I hadn't.
You haven't?
Obviously, you have.
Oh, yeah.
See, I didn't go to high school around here. You did, so you probably run into people more often than I do.
Well, it doesn't have to be people you went to high school with. I mean, it can just be
People
in
you work
general.
with. I'm just
Yeah.
saying you're from around here.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that still goes back to what we're going to be talking about in the next segment. How people, well, I'm not going to spoil it because
Yeah.
I know this is really
Well, no,
dear to
but
you,
how you were raised
Yeah,
and where you are in the birth order of things.
Right. Birth order is very, very, very important, as J. Marie has researched this quite a bit. I really didn't know that birth order really had that much to do with your personality.
It really does. It really
and
does.
you have 3 children, so you...
2.
Oh, that's right.
Well, my
2.
husband. I guess I do have 3.
Ooh, better not
Which it
move.
really does matter. Birth order of everyone in your family does matter. As Dr. Kevin Lehman wrote a book years ago called The Birth Order Book, and I've heard him lecture a couple times. And it's just really interesting on whether you're the oldest, the middle child, the youngest, an only child, if you're 10 years apart, and that kind of thing. And it goes back to what we were talking about, pet peeves and who are the responsible ones and who are the carefree ones and that kind of thing that we're going to tie into to the pet peeves and the etiquette.
Yep. I mean, that's going to be interesting, this next subject coming up, because you might discover why you are the way you are, right?
Absolutely.
And Jane Marie's going to guess what order I am, and I'm going to guess what order you are. So maybe we can tell by our personalities what order we are. Since
and our
you know,
pet peeves and our going against the pet peeves.
Yep,
Or the ones we do. We do
like-
some pet peeves, I'm sure.
I bet there's some pet peeves the audience is saying right now. Huh? You think?
Shut up! You two talk too much.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I just realized there's one more I want to mention to you.
All right.
Perfume scent. Please. Don't put on a lot of perfume
overwhelming.
or men with their clothes and then go sit on an airplane.
Oh,
or go
my
sit
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Or stand in
say.
line at the DMV. Oh
my
my Lord, because you're
goodness.
in that little room. You're like, oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I gotta agree with you. That's
And
a good
then
one.
if you're prone to like migraines, oh, that will trigger a migraine so fast. So you know,
Ugh.
just kind of if you're out
Yeah,
there,
I
watch your
agree with that
perfume.
one. Yeah.
Like
Tread lightly.
tread like that. I mean, I like to wear it too, but
You don't want to take a bath in it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, I
And
agree.
some of the I won't say what name it is. Some of the older fragrances. I know you know which one I'm talking about because I grew up on it and I liked it. But oh my goodness, it's still out there. It is still out there. If I told you, you'd know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you at this break. How about
Okay,
that?
okay.
All right. Hey, coming up next, again, we're going to be doing birth order.
Yeah, doing birth order. We're going to tie it into everything we've been talking about.
Yep. Find out why you are the way you are.
Back in a bit.
Well, welcome back again to,
Southern Sassy.
and we have a great third segment to talk to you about. Hey,
Very good, ladies.
oh my goodness,
Oh,
what is
thank
this?
you.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
little summer drink.
Oh, wow. He must think we look hot.
Oh, baby. Hot. Yeah.
Hey, all right, we're going to talk about birth order. How about that? What's that?
Oh, gosh.
Is that better than that?
That's real.
Is that like that watermelon drink?
No.
Woo, that is very good.
Isn't that good? Pineapple.
Uh-huh. We'll
A
have to tip
pineapple
him.
toddy.
We'll have to tip him in a
Tip
second.
him good.
Yeah, tip him good. You
All
can
right.
tip him better than I can, okay?
All right. We were talking about pet peeves and birth order, and we were talking about being on time, which is one of my pet peeves. I don't like it when people are not on time. Birth order, the oldest, the firstborn, is always on time. The firstborn seems to be a natural leader. The firstborn seems to be very competitive, very intense, got it together. The middle child, competitive, friendly, very outgoing. And then what do you think the youngest is like? The youngest is a little more carefree, feels like others should take care of them,
Are you sure?
sort of competitive, but tends to be more relaxed, whereas the firstborn is a little more uptight. Firstborns are more rule followers. Lastborns not so much. They don't really care about the rules.
Well, saying all that, what do you think I am?
I think you're the lastborn.
Really?
Yeah.
The baby?
I think you're
Why?
the baby.
Why?
Because you're
Maybe
not
I don't
usually
wanna
on
know.
time. And
Well, sometimes I'm about 5 minutes
you're
late.
carefree.
That I am.
You're a little laid back.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And
You don't mind when people take care of you.
What woman doesn't?
Are you the baby?
I am. I am. She got me. That is me. And you know what? I'm gonna guess
What do
you.
you think? What do you think I am?
Well, what you described, being on time. I think you said, was it a leader? I'm going to say you are the oldest.
I am.
Are you?
I am.
And describe yourself again.
Organized,
That.
type A, on time, driven. You got rule follower. Yeah, pretty much.
Good.
Yeah,
Good. Yes, I would
pretty
guess
much
that.
on the money.
So I was right on that. Hey, tell me about the middle child. The middle child. Excuse me.
Have some more?
The middle child sort of gets lost, right?
Yes and no, because sometimes they can carve out their own way because they've been in between, and so they have their own niche. They're very outgoing and friendly because they want their own friends. And they establish their own group, and so they're not in competition.
Right.
Now, they are competitive. And it's like an only child. It can go either way. They're either very type A, firstborn, or very much the baby. So an only child is a little different.
Yeah.
And if you're born over 4 years apart, it's like two separate firstborns. So like if you're like 10 years removed from your first sibling, it's like a second family. So you have two firstborns. So
Well-
it's not always the case, but that's just 90% of the birth order process.
Yeah. Well, now my sister and I are 4.5 years apart.
Okay.
Does that mean that we're kind of two individuals?
No.
That wouldn't be
My
enough-
sister and I are 4 years apart.
that's
and
not-
and we're very much so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. No.
I guess you take the baby.
But you know, a
and-
lot of times 7-8 years pass between child 1 and child 2.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very interesting research that you did, and this book is available, right?
Oh yeah, Kevin Lehman, Amazon.com.
Yeah, and it's called
The Birth Order Book.
Birth. Hey, I would imagine it also kind of gives you an idea of how parenting is as well, how you parent either your firstborn, middle child, youngest.
Or if you're in a house full of people and you're a firstborn and your husband's a firstborn and you've got a firstborn, I mean, you've got 3 people with all these qualities trying to live together, which could be a good thing or not a good thing.
You know what? This brings up a very interesting thought. If you're dating someone or if you're going to be marrying someone, you might want to find out what birth order they are.
This is true. Because you're the only child or a baby. It could get really interesting.
My. Well, time is up.
All right, my dear.
Hey, it's great to have you with us. We'll be back with you another time on
Southern Sassy.
Goodness, what is this? Oh,
Small summer drink.
Oh, wow. You must think we look hot. Oh, baby.